I'm Mike Becker with PIA with Jason Verlinde today. When I think of insurance agent involvement in their local communities, I always think of Jason Verlinde and Verlinde Insurance in Richmond, Michigan. Verlinde Insurance has been around since the 60s. Jason's dad, Al Verlinde, had purchased the agency in the 90s. Jason's now a second generation owner under Verlinde Insurance. Jason's packed with ideas on how insurance agencies can just deepen their roots and their engagement in their local communities. We're going to talk about how that's particularly applicable during this COVID-19 outbreak right now. So Jason, first off, thanks for doing this with me, but why is community involvement so important to Verlinde Insurance?
I mean, it's just kind of at the core of our being here. We really like to be engulfed in the community, whether it's supporting, in normal times, it's usually supporting the Little League teams, the local schools, and things like that. In this kind of crazy time, we shifted a little bit to more supporting the local businesses that are really struggling with the changes that are happening because of this craziness that we are in.
So you have three really specific ideas that you have implemented in your own agency, seen a lot of success, but these are ideas that other agents can implement in their own local communities. We're going to fire them off one at a time. The first one is using social media, as you indicated, to support other local businesses. How have you done that, and what's the success looks like?
Yeah, right away, our state, like every other state, kind of eased into this shelter in place, would you say? One of the very first things to go in our state were the sit-down restaurants. So you could no longer go into a restaurant and sit down and order a meal. The majority of them, at least for the first couple of weeks, did stay open for takeout. And one of the things that I did early on was a Facebook post. First of all, because it was after a discussion that I had with a local restaurant. It wasn't even a client of mine, but I was there getting a takeout. And they were so concerned with, they wanted to be able to stay open for takeout for their regular customers, but they were concerned that doing so was going to harm them more than just shutting the doors. So I went to Facebook and I did a post and put it on our local community things that said, hey, you guys have to understand, some of these restaurants, if they make the decision to just shut the doors completely, it's going to be okay. And they're doing it because staying open can actually harm them more, more wasted food. They're not used to running a carryout business, so they can't do it profitably. And just to let everybody know that they have to let those restaurant owners know it's okay. And if they shut down, they will be back when they reopen. And then from there, I went, and I'm going to share my Facebook screen real quick. Give me 1 second here. From there, I really went to letting people know that it is so awesome when we get Facebook reviews at our office. It just makes me feel great when we get those reviews. And we're very fortunate. We get a ton of great reviews on Facebook and on Google. And a lot of companies struggle with that. So every few days, I would share a local restaurant and just say, hey, I know everybody is doing nothing but scrolling Facebook and different social media. So take a few minutes and go out to this one, Tivoli's Pizza, and leave them a positive review. It's something that you can do so when the storm passes, it will help them kind of get back up and running quicker. Continue to do that with several other local businesses every 2 or 3 days. Receive good feedback from it. The businesses were very appreciative, and I hope that they had actually gained some reviews due to that. But it was a really easy thing for a way for people to support the local businesses, even if they didn't have the opportunity to go purchase something from them right at this time.
So if you take a look at Verlinde Insurance, it's verlindeinsurance.com, but look up Verlinde Insurance on Facebook. You got a lot of great ideas. What Jason just said he's doing now is support other local businesses. Have your insured, your customer base, your Facebook followers write favorable reviews of those other local businesses to support the community. As you're looking at Verlinde Insurance on Facebook, Jason's done some really great videos just around his house, even when there's snow outside. Make sure your heat pumped and that snow packed around it, or check your sump pump. So lots of great tips that you do throughout the year that we can all learn from on Verlinde Insurance's Facebook page. But I love the idea of supporting local community businesses right now. So idea number 2 is something that you did just recently, actually, and it's supporting a local bakery that employs folks with intellectual disabilities. Love that idea. So tell us how you supported this specific business.
Yeah, it was a local bakery that, like you said, it's actually not just a bakery, it's a post-high school schooling for these intellectually challenged people who the curriculum is based on culinary arts. So it gives them training in culinary arts. During normal times, they actually operate a restaurant that's open for lunch that they serve meals at. But they also have a bakery, and they bake a lot of products for local restaurants. So the local restaurants support them by buying their slider buns, their bread, and whatnot from this school. Well, obviously, now that the restaurants are shut down, so is all of the slider buns and normal things that they are selling, and using the proceeds of those sales to support the ongoing support of the school. I reached out to them and asked about the opportunity to buy like just 50 loaves of bread. So I went down there, I bought 50 loaves of bread, I brought them back to my agency. I can kind of show you again, I'll share my screen real quick on the post that I did on Facebook again. I explained what the school was and that we were going to buy 50 loaves of bread, be available for pickup on our agency porch the next day. It was a great engagement from the community. We had 28 different people share it. They were shared on community sites. A lot of great feedback. We had people that had reached out and offered to make donations to the bakery. They wanted to know if we were going to have a bucket on our porch for cash donations. I provided a link that they could go to the school's website and make donations that way. And it was great bread. We actually fired through a couple loaves of them one night. We had French toast for dinner, and to feed the family, everyone enjoyed it. And, it was a cool thing.
I love it. That's a great idea to support a specific business, in this case, a bakery. Also, you're providing product out to the community, which is really cool too. Idea number 3, this is also supporting a restaurant community, which could be applicable to a number of restaurants in your community. So many of them are delivering now. So tell us a little bit about that idea.
Yeah, this one I haven't kicked off yet, so it'll actually be this weekend will be our first go round, but I'm going to partner with a local pizzeria who does delivery. And during normal times and during this time, they have a delivery fee. It's not a large fee if you're local to the area, but it is a delivery fee. So what we are doing is I'm partnering with them for on Saturday. Verlinde Insurance is going to pick up the first 30 delivery fees, starting at 4 o'clock. So they're just going to kind of keep track and not charge the client for those delivery fees. And then we will cut them a check at the end to pick up the cost of that. So it's the same thing, kind of, again, it's not a huge monetary amount per customer, but if someone sees an ad that, hey, we're offering free delivery for the first 30 meals, maybe it'll drive a little more people to their business this weekend, and we can help them out that way.
Awesome. Jason, thanks so much. So there you go. 3 really specific ideas. All of them are using some element of social media. First one is going to be using social media to support other local businesses like yourselves in your own community, encouraging folks to not only utilize the services, but write positive reviews of those businesses. Idea number 2, Jason used a bakery in his community, bought 50 loaves of bread, put it out on social media, and those breads were available for outside pickup at his agency, so you could stay within the social distancing guidelines in a safe manner. And the third idea, which he's executing this week, and I can't wait to hear all about it, is supporting a local pizzeria. It doesn't have to be pizza delivery. So many restaurants are offering delivery right now, but Verlinde Insurance is picking up the delivery fee for the first 30 customers of that day. So 3 really great ideas. I love it, Jason. I learned so much just seeing about all your community engagement on an ongoing basis throughout the year. So I appreciate you spending a few minutes with me today. Check out Verlinde Insurance on Facebook, verlindeinsurance.com in Richmond, Michigan, to get other great ideas from Jason and his team. Hope you all have a great day. Thank you.